We all want to grow. We all have dreams, aspirations, and goals that we strive to achieve. We want to be better. We want to improve ourselves to become the best versions of who we are. But the path to personal growth can be tricky. It's filled with obstacles and challenges that test our resolve. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. We often measure our progress against others. We look at others and feel inadequate. We see their achievements and wonder why we haven't reached the same milestones. We see their successes and question our own worth. Social media and societal expectations amplify these feelings. This is the danger of comparison. It can lead to self-doubt and a lack of confidence. It can paralyze us, keep us stuck. But there's another way, a way that shifts our focus inward, a way that empowers us to grow and thrive. It's called competition, but not in the traditional sense. Competition is about focusing on ourselves. It's about challenging ourselves to be better than we were yesterday. It's about setting goals and working towards them. It's about personal milestones and self-improvement. It's about celebrating our progress and learning from our mistakes. Each step forward is a victory. This essay explores the difference between competition and comparison. It delves into how these concepts shape our lives. We'll see how competition fuels personal growth, while comparison can hold us back. We'll understand the nuances. We'll learn how to harness the power of competition to achieve our goals and live fulfilling lives. This is not just about individual growth, it's about collective progress and community support. It's about creating a better world. A world where we uplift each other. A world where we celebrate our differences and support each other's journeys. Where we find strength in unity. A world where we're driven by a desire to learn and grow, not just to compare and compete. Together we can achieve greatness. Let's define what we mean by computation and comparison. Computation is about self-improvement. It's about focusing on our own journey and striving to be better than we were yesterday. It's about looking inward and asking, how can I be better? How can I grow and develop my skills, my mindset, and my overall well-being? It's about setting personal goals and working towards them. These goals are unique to us, tailored to our own aspirations and dreams. It's about measuring our progress against our own past performance, not against others. We track our improvements, celebrate our milestones, and learn from our setbacks. Comparison, on the other hand, is about measuring ourselves against others. It's about looking at what others are doing and feeling the need to match or surpass them. It's about looking outward instead of inward. We become preoccupied with others' achievements, their possessions, and their appearances. We focus on what others have achieved, what they possess, and how they appear. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and envy. This outward focus takes us away from our own path. It diverts our attention from our own goals and aspirations. It distracts us from our own goals and aspirations. We lose sight of what truly matters to us and what we need to do to achieve our own success. Think of it like running a race. In computation, we're focused on our own lane, our own pace, and our own progress. In computation, we're focused on our own lane. We're striving to beat our own personal best, not someone else's. We're striving to beat our own personal best. We celebrate our victories, no matter how small, because they represent our growth. In comparison, we're constantly looking around at other runners. We're worried about their speed, their stamina, their every move. We're worried about their speed, their stamina, their every move. This constant comparison can be exhausting and demotivating. This distraction can make us stumble, even fall behind. Instead of focusing on our own race, we get caught up in someone else's, losing our own momentum and direction. Computation is a powerful tool for growth. It provides a structured way to analyze and solve problems, making it an invaluable asset in both personal and professional development. In education, it helps students focus on their own learning. By leveraging computational tools, students can tailor their study plans to fit their unique needs and learning styles. They set goals, track their progress, and celebrate their achievements. This personalized approach fosters a sense of ownership and responsibility in their educational journey. They're not bogged down by comparing themselves to their peers. Instead, they are encouraged to focus on their own growth and development, which leads to a more fulfilling learning experience. They're motivated by their own desire to learn and grow. This intrinsic motivation is a powerful driver for continuous improvement and lifelong learning. In the workplace, computation helps employees develop their skills. It enables them to identify gaps in their knowledge and seek out resources to fill those gaps. They identify areas for improvement and seek out opportunities to grow. This proactive approach to professional development ensures that they remain competitive and relevant in their fields. They're not threatened by the success of their colleagues. Instead, they see it as inspiration, a chance to learn and improve. This collaborative mindset fosters a positive and productive work environment. Entrepreneurs who embrace computation are driven by innovation. They use computational tools to brainstorm, prototype, and refine their ideas. They're constantly seeking ways to improve their products and services. This relentless pursuit of excellence sets them apart in the competitive business landscape. They don't get caught up in comparing themselves to their competitors. Instead, they focus on their own vision and goals. They focus on their own vision, their own unique contribution to the world. This dedication to their personal mission drives them to create meaningful and impactful innovations. Competition can be a powerful motivator. When we compete in a healthy way, it pushes us to be our best. We strive to improve, to outperform our past selves. This drive to excel can lead to incredible growth and achievement. Think of athletes who train tirelessly to break world records. They're not just competing against other athletes, they're competing against themselves, against their own limitations. This relentless pursuit of excellence is what propels them to greatness. However, there's a fine line between healthy competition and harmful comparison. Healthy competition is about pushing ourselves to be better. Harmful comparison is about tearing others down to make ourselves feel superior. It's about focusing on our perceived shortcomings instead of our strengths. Section 5. The pitfalls of comparison, a slippery slope. Comparison can be incredibly damaging to our well-being. It breeds envy, resentment, and insecurity. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we're never content. There's always someone with more, someone who seems better. This constant comparison can lead to a negative self-image. We focus on our flaws, both real and imagined. We minimize our accomplishments and dwell on our shortcomings. This negative self-talk can sabotage our efforts to grow and achieve our goals. Comparison can also lead to unhealthy competition. Instead of inspiring us to be better, it makes us want to tear others down. We gossip, we spread rumors, we sabotage their efforts. This toxic behavior only hurts everyone involved. Section 6. The illusion of success, when comparison masks reality. Social media has amplified the dangers of comparison. We're bombarded with curated images of perfection. We see people's highlight reels, not their behind-the-scenes struggles. This creates a distorted view of reality, making us feel inadequate and envious. We compare our lives to these carefully constructed facades and feel like we're falling short. We forget that everyone faces challenges, everyone has insecurities. We lose sight of our own accomplishments and focus on what we perceive to be lacking. This comparison trap can prevent us from pursuing our passions and taking risks. We're afraid to fail, afraid to be judged. We hold ourselves back because we're too worried about what others might think. Section 7. Breaking free from the comparison trap. Embracing your journey. Breaking free from the comparison trap requires a conscious effort. It's about shifting our focus from outward to inward. It's about recognizing that our journey is unique and comparing ourselves to others is futile. One of the first steps is to become aware of our comparison triggers. What situations or people tend to evoke feelings of envy or inadequacy? Once we identify these triggers, we can start to challenge the negative thoughts they generate. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, we can focus on our own progress. We can celebrate our accomplishments, no matter how small. We can learn from our mistakes and see them as opportunities for growth. Section 8. Cultivating a growth mindset. The key to unlocking potential. Embracing a growth mindset is crucial for breaking free from the comparison trap. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities are not fixed, but can be developed through hard work, learning, and persistence. When we have a growth mindset, we see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. We embrace feedback and use it to improve. We don't shy away from difficult tasks or situations. We see them as chances to stretch ourselves and develop new skills. Cultivating a growth mindset requires practice. It's about challenging our negative self-talk and replacing it with positive affirmations. It's about surrounding ourselves with supportive people who believe in our potential. Section 9. Conclusion. The transformative power of computation. Computation is not about striving for perfection, it's about embracing the journey of personal growth. It's about setting goals, working towards them, and celebrating our progress along the way. It's about recognizing that our journey is unique and comparing ourselves to others is unproductive. When we focus on computation, we unlock our potential for growth and achievement. We free ourselves from the shackles of comparison and embrace the joy of learning and growing. We create a world where we celebrate our differences and support each other's journeys. Let us choose computation over comparison. Let us embrace our individuality and strive for our own personal best. Let us create a world where we lift each other up, not tear each other down.